On September 17 at 7:34 p.m. West Coast time, we shall witness the third of the four eclipses of 2024, this time a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Because this eclipse is falling in a very similar degree to the 1997 and 2016 lunar eclipses in Pisces, going back to what was happening at those times in our lives will give us a good indication of what to expect now. Eclipses are always important stepping stones. A lunar eclipse even more so, as it occults the past and pushes us resolutely towards the future. This one is particularly soft, imaginative, and sensitive. Our receptivity towards others and external conditions is deeply intensified. We shall experience our emotions so strongly that we could get easily overwhelmed, hurt, maybe feel a little misunderstood or prone to sacrificing our personal needs and identifying a little too easily with what is going on in the collective. So let us pay attention. What else can we expect? This is what we shall find out here today. Good morning, bonjour, Michel Karen, astrologer, shaman. Welcome to my channel dedicated to the practical uses of astrology to lead a better life. On the more negative side, people who are not grounded enough or whose psyche is unbalanced could act out psychotic tendencies, express a persecution complex, feel irritable without quite knowing why, be moody, excessively gullible, neurotic, and maybe irrational. They will find it so difficult to cope with reality that in their delusion, they will paint for themselves an unrealistic picture of what is going on, and drowning in their own frailty will simply retreat in a world of their own fantasy. Weak characters are likely to be dominated by a faulty judgment that can result in poor financial decisions, misplaced sympathy, negligence, wastefulness, neglect, sloppiness, extravagance, and a general sense of inefficiency. Self-doubt, feelings of inferiority, discouragement could make drugs and alcohol very tempted, especially since the lack of self-discipline and boundaries will make escaping reality seductive, but be very, very, very careful. We could witness people acting a little bit like zombies, lost in the days, common sense having gone out the window, completely overtaken by their own subconscious. But on the positive side, as our fears and doubts are being magnified, our faith is also being put to the test. Staying away from toxic people is more than ever a must. If we do not fall prey to impracticality, have the strength to establish healthy boundaries, and exercise a good dose of self-discipline, we can channel a heightened sensitivity, creative imagination, and vivid prophetic abilities in ways that will touch and inspire the hearts of many. Meditation, prayer, communion with nature, and a relaxing home life provide the emotional stability we desperately need at this time. We are drawn to exploring metaphysical topics of interest. We may need to rest more and pay closer attention to our dreams, the dreams we have at night. Our psychic awareness, idealism, and spiritual attunement are so enhanced that in order to not be too psychologically influenced by our surroundings, we need times of seclusion and aloneness to regenerate and separate what is ours from what is not. Poetry, art, acting, singing, dancing, painting, films offer valuable outlets to channel the influences emerging from our subconscious and realize our true potential. Intuitive and progressive, we express the originality of our own individual nature and are able to respond swiftly to the changes occurring in a rather rapid succession. Opportunities present themselves in ways that are unique enough to renew our sense of purpose, which in turn leads to unusual accomplishments. This eclipse encourages us to release the past and relinquish emotional patterns that do not serve us. It is perfect for decluttering our home, ridding ourselves of useless possessions, or finding new applications for them, improving our domestic circumstances, and devising more efficient work methods. Our health is also likely to come under scrutiny. Our depth of feeling could explode in emotional outbursts that magnify our discontentment and makes us acutely aware of what we lack, what we need, and what we want. And if we have served others to the extent of forgetting ourselves, this eclipse will place a halt to allowing ourselves to be exploited by less scrupulous or insensitive individuals. This is an ideal time to listen to our calling and develop a career that better fits our skills, talents, and dreams. If we can, of course. Feeling particularly romantic and sentimental, we are caring, loving, and empathic. Vulnerable to anyone, appealing to our emotions, we are deeply touched by the sorrows of others, and generous towards those who are disadvantaged, maybe overly generous. This eclipse also reveals the strengths and the vulnerabilities of our relationships. A shaky connection will not survive this cosmic event, while a good one will reach new, compelling levels of intensity and passion. A secret attraction could come out into the open, bringing together two people suddenly made aware of their deep need for each other. But definitely, our world is opening. New possibilities are emerging. As we release patterns that were holding us back from the true fulfillment of our soul, we are given the emotional power to transform our lives in ways that resolutely clear our path in the house, astrological house, or area of life where this eclipse falls in our natal chart. So it's a good time to get a reading. And this is where we will be pushed to manifest our heart's desires. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Your comments are always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to place a thumbs up and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video every Thursday and sometimes another one during the week. Remember, as always, choose your battles, walk in beauty. Thank you for watching. Until next time.